Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. We have some absolutely breaking news here, and you guys are going to want to hear this one. So, Axios just published an exclusive memo timestamped less than an hour ago in which the Justice Department and the FBI say they have closed their joint review of Jeffrey Epstein's death and associated evidence. Basically, they came to the conclusion that Epstein did, in fact, kill himself here. And they said, quote, Epstein had no client list, and the evidence shows that he took his own life. So yes, you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. After 6 years of Epstein didn't kill himself memes, the feds are doubling down on suicide and denying any secret black book, right? They're saying that did not exist. There's no client list. Epstein clearly killed himself, right? Which we all know is probably not true here. So let's talk about this a little bit more here. What else did they say? They say that new de-blurred footage allegedly shows zero human traffic near Epstein's cell during the critical 8-hour window, where we know that guards were actually falsifying logs and records. I believe, in fact, they falsified over 75 log entries to hide the fact that nobody checked on him all night. And then two, the cameras, which were mysteriously, turned off, right? Yeah, just mysteriously turned off, vanished, right? And then, by the way, he was also on suicide watch for only like 31 hours, right? And then, he was never reevaluated for it, despite policies and, requiring closer scrutiny, especially once his cellmate was removed, right? So, like, this is insanity. This is insane, right? And you know what's funny about all this, too? We still don't have the videos, ladies and gentlemen. They're supposed to release a raw and an enhanced version, and two, it just got me thinking, it's like, we've been asking for this since 2019, and now that AI can actually create videos that look as if they basically look real. It's very, very difficult to even tell now for people who are actually fluent in technology. Now we have to worry about these videos coming out. It's like, how can you even trust them at this point, right? This to me seems like an absolute sham. Or if it isn't a sham, and who knows? I'm not going to be that guy who said they faked the moon landing, right? But in the same breath, it also seems very suspicious to me. It seems like something that I think the government is lying about, and I think that you should think that the government's lying about this too, because it just doesn't. It doesn't add up, right? Everybody says, "Oh, we're gonna release the all the Epstein evidence and this and that." It's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're lying, right? Because there may be something that can implicate you or your friends, right? And I think that this is just showing here that they say it mysteriously disappeared. Obviously you got the camera footage, right? You got the falsifying logs, which we know about and people were convicted of. And then now they're going to say that he took his own life. That's what the evidence has to say. And then they don't release the videos, right? I mean, this is actually ridiculous here. And look, they're closing the investigation now. They say that the investigators and the rumors about spreadsheets of politicians and celebrities are just that. They're saying that it's rumors. They say they reviewed terabytes of seized data and found no such documents. And then they're saying that with Epstein dead and Ghislaine Maxwell already serving time, the DOJ says there's no one left to indict based on current evidence. Think about how insane that is, right? And so sometime soon, they're going to be uploading the videos, and I guess we can all make up our own minds, because I think that's what people want to see. The people want to see the video, right? I mean, these should be public records that should have been released years ago. And I understand that, there's privacy concerns and concerns about security and safety and all that. I mean, this is a prison, and so I can understand that to some degree, right? But when you have an issue as contentious as this, and an issue that is as much of a public concern as this, and probably 90% of people want to see it, don't you think that you should probably consider releasing a little bit earlier? I don't know. It just seems suspicious to me, and so. Geez, I mean, obviously, there's, victims' civil suits, right? They're going to continue, and any new discovery could serve as emails or ledgers outside of the DOJ's review. But for now, it looks like you might be screwed. Congress, they could subpoena the raw investigation files. Several lawmakers have hinted at it, so we could stay tuned there. But it's, it's something that's pretty unfortunate, in pretty skeptical news, I should say. So very, very bad. Obviously, what the guy's alleged of doing is absolutely criminal, just the vile, most sickest things possible. And so, this is something of a public concern, especially if it implicates some of the leaders of our own country. And so, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button here. Try to get us up to 200 subscribers. That's going to be the brand new goal here. Thank you for tuning in. Helps out the algorithm. And ladies and gentlemen, always make up your own mind, do your own research, and stay open-minded. Have a good day.